Sean and Jada will be with you shortly. Thank you, family, for your patience. Sean and Jada will be with you shortly. Thank you for your patience. Shalom, shalom, family, and how you doing today? This is Sean and Jada, and we're coming to you with another time of sharing. Shalom, Jada, how you doing?
Hey, shalom, Sister Shawnee. How you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm doing well, thank you. I cannot complain. And shalom to all of you who are on the live right now. I really appreciate you guys. And family, Jada and I, we just want to come to you today, and we want to show you some evidence that when Joe Biden did the State of the Union address, he lied. When Joe Biden spoke about sanctions on Russian oligarchs, their boats, their planes, their bank accounts, he lied. And we're going to show you the evidence right here, right now on the Talk Truth with Shawnee channel here on YouTube. But first, family, let me take this down, and I want to put up the fair use notice. And I want to say that the videos that I'm showing today and the things that we will be speaking on today are to inform my community of events that may or may not affect their well-being. And I'm going to put up the disclaimer once again, because the information that we will be speaking on today and giving commentary to, it is to make my family, my nation, my people aware of things that may or may not affect them. Okay, Jay, you ready to get it started?
Let's get it. Let's go.
Oh, hey now.
I did the Shawnee. I know that's right.
Shalom to everybody in the chat. Let me just take a quick look at the comments. Oh, I see brother here. I see brother Moore here. How you doing, brother? Okay, I'm going to move it back over where I won't be able to see your comments. So, Jada, you're going to take over for that, right?
I got you.
Okay, so let's turn off the music and let's get started. Okay, family, I want you to know that this first video we're going to be looking at right now, this is from Yacht Watch. And this man, you might want to check out his channel because this man is very informative. He, he deals with people in the yachting industry. And they have been feeding him information, family. So when you see Joe Biden, family, when you see Joe Biden, or you see the news media in America, Canada, and over there in Europe, flashing pictures on the screen of boats that they have seized that belong to Russian oligarchs, they are lying. Because this guy, like I said, he's with Yacht Watch. He is being fed information from people in the yachting industry from around the world. So we're going to show his video, and we're going to let him speak for himself. And he's going to show you that the Russian oligarchs, their boats are not seized, as Joe Biden claims. No, they're not. They may have been held over for a certain amount of time frame, but they have not been seized. And for the one boat, for the one yacht that was held over, it was not even held over in America or in Canada or in Europe. So let's get it started, family, and let's start his video and see what he has to say. Okay, here we go.
Arrest is used in there, and a vessel can be arrested. So I hope that puts an end to that conversation. All right, guys, let's get into the vessels themselves. So there's been a lot of movement.
Jenny,
we're kind of doing a yacht watch,
really
aren't we? Tracking these vessels going around. So one of the vessels I talked about in the last video was Motor Amadea, turned off her AIS the day of the Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Well, she's been found in Antigua, in what is, I think, English Harbour, and she's currently docked there, and I suspect she will move from there soon.
Wait a minute, Jetta, did he say she's been found?
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
Where he say she found him? They found him at?
In Antigua?
Okay, is that in the United States?
Not at all.
Not at all. Okay, so let's continue on.
Here's a great video, actually, from one of my subscribers as it was entering Antigua, and some photographs of it docked in the marina there. So thanks to everybody. Everybody asked to remain anonymous, and that's great. I'm happy to do that. The other thing I forgot to mention earlier is if you do send anything and you want to remain anonymous, that is fine with me. I will never tell anybody who sends the information.
Now, before he moves on to boat number 2, that yacht looked like it was moving in the water to me.
Right.
So if it's moving in the water, how can it be seized
It can't.
by the United States government?
It can't.
So we got lie number 1 from Joe Biden, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on. Let's see the other yachts.
So the other thing about Amadea is it's reportedly owned by Suleiman Kerimov, who is on the sanctions list, which is what I said in the previous video. However, Imperial Yachts, who manages this vessel, said in a statement that he does not own the 106-meter yacht. And I'm going to...
Now, see, this company that he just mentioned, family, this is a private company that the wealthy from around the world, they hide their wealth with this company. So they're always going to deny that this person is a part of their company or that this person has wealth in the assets of boats and planes within this company. They're never going to say who owns it. But this guy is good because this guy tracked it down, and the people from around the world in the yachting industry, they tracked it down and they sent him the information. So let's continue on.
I'll read out a statement from them in a second. So the next vessel we looked at is a vessel called Quantum Blue. So Quantum Blue was temporarily detained in Monaco by Monegasque and French authorities. Now, I don't know why it was detained, but I know it was detained. It was prevented from leaving. They put a boom across the entrance to the marina. I don't know whether that was in relation to the fact that they'd arrested or they'd detained Quantum Blue temporarily. It was eventually allowed to leave, and I've been monitoring its movement.
Wait a minute, did he say it was allowed to leave?
Yes, that's what he said.
Okay, but I thought Joe Biden said they seized it.
That's funny.
Okay, so this man is good. Here's a map. The man is going to show you a satellite map of this very yacht moving and where it's stationed at. Watch this, family.
Ever since, and it basically headed south and then southeast towards the Suez Canal. And I suspected in the previous video I said it's probably going to Port Said. Well, it is in Port Said now. It's at anchor, and Port Said is a staging area for transit. When you're going through Panama Canal and you're going south, you arrive in Port Said and then you wait there at anchor to get your permission to go through the canal. It should be noted that we don't know why Quantum Blue was detained in Monaco, and we don't know if it was anything to do with sanctions or it could have been completely unrelated. Motor Solaris, so we were looking at Solaris. I was expecting that it would leave pretty soon. It's been alongside, it was in, I think it was in MB92 in Barcelona. That's a shipyard in Barcelona. And it was originally out of the water. It was refloated, and then they went out on sea trials, came back in. Well, they have now left.
Wait a minute now. This is the third boat now
Right.
that Joe Biden claimed that they seized. America seized it. But as we can see, and as we hear him speaking, this boat is in another country altogether.
That's right.
And we're looking at the satellite imagery of it. All right, like I said, this guy is good.
and they are also heading southeast, and it looks like they are heading to Suez Canal as well.
Everybody's headed southeast. Why are they headed there? Why are they looking to go through the Suez Canal? Because they're on their way to Saudi Arabia. I mean, not Saudi Arabia. They're on their way to Dubai. They're on their way to the, what is it, Jada? UAE.
Yes.
And that's where we're going to find them at. I'm going to show you the video, family.
Well, it's a bit early to say, but I think that's the direction they're going in. I think, from what I know, they have been asking about transit through Suez Canal, but I can't confirm that as of yet. Okay, staying with Abramovich, his other yacht, the giant 162-meter or 522-foot super yacht motor yacht Eclipse, she's been cruising across the Atlantic. I say cruising because on her AIS it just says cruising. It doesn't actually have a destination plotted into it. And she's been cruising across the Atlantic at quite a speed. I mean, she is a fast vessel, but to do 17 knots across the Atlantic is unusual unless your boss requires the boat in a hurry. So she, at the moment, the last time I checked, her course looked like she was going to Funchal, which is an island, a Portuguese island in the Atlantic off the coast of North Africa, possibly maybe getting fuel there. Abramovich, I believe, is a Portuguese citizen. And I have to say that also, please note that he is not currently under any sanctions. So as far as I can tell, there's no reason for him to not go in there at the moment. But it's changing all the time, right? So the reason why I said that about fuel is because a source told me that they were denied fuel in St. Martin before they started their crossing. Again, I would not been able to independently verify that. I'm expecting Eclipse will probably go through the Mediterranean and head towards the same location, Port Said. You might think, why would they go all the way across the Atlantic and then through the Mediterranean? But it's actually faster to go through the Med if you're going down to the Indian Ocean than to go around the Horn of Africa. All right, next vessel is Madame Goo. I mentioned that she left Dubai harbour there a few days ago and then promptly turned off her AIS-2. But she's been spotted in Dubai. And as you can see from the photos sent in to me from various sources, including Monaco Yachting Instagram page, she's at anchor just outside of the bay there. Now, she still has her AIS switched off, which is technically an infraction of the law. She is reportedly owned by Andre Scotch, who is currently on the sanctions.
Let me say this, when they turn that system off that he's talking about, that means that their yacht disappears off of the satellites. I just want to make sure I make that clear to you, family.
Lists. So on February the 23rd, the EU sanctioned the 366 members of Russia's parliament, a list that includes Andre Scotch. Okay, next vessel, Motor Yacht Nord. Now, we've been talking about...
Hold on, family. So what is his boat doing in Dubai if it got sanctioned in America? Joe Biden did not seize this boat, this yacht, as he claims he did. Family, I'm going to tell you something. Pay attention to the flags that are on these yachts. Okay, let me continue.
Motor Yacht Nord in previous videos. I talked about some stuff happening with the crew. I've got more information now. So they have been in the Seychelles, cruising around those islands there. What I have discovered is what I've been told by multiple sources is that most of the crew, most of the Europe.
That's an island off of Africa, family, he's talking about.
European crew, should I say, have now left the vessel, and there are approximately 15 left on board who will take the yacht to its final destination, which I'll go into in a minute. A source told me that once they arrive at the destination, all the crew will be terminated. Now, I don't mean Arnold Schwarzenegger terminated, but I mean the employment contracts. Not sure. Interestingly, I'm not sure how those remaining crew are going to get home from Russia, because most flights from Russia now have been blocked. They're not allowed into the...
I'm going to say something, family. Pay attention to what he says right here, because he's going to actually tell you how Russians are getting money out of the countries that America claims, Joe Biden claims, that they seize their assets. Pay attention to what he says.
EU, they're not allowed into most of Western Europe. They're not allowed into the US or UK airspace. So The only way I can think that they'd be able to get home is possibly from Russia to Dubai, maybe. What I would say for the crew, if you are actually on that vessel, or if you're on any vessel that's going to Russia right now, make sure that you have a VPN on your phone, because when you get there's been a big clampdown on free media and social media and stuff like that. So when you get there, you might have problems. Now, as you arrive into Russia, you'll still have your VSAT on your vessel, but be sure that once you leave that vessel, that you're not going to have access to any of those facilities. So put a VPN on your phone, and you'll be okay. Now, I do have a link for you to get money off of VPN. This is not a sponsored video. I do have a link with VPN because I have an advertising deal with them, but this is not, I'm not getting paid for this, but I'm just saying to those crew, you need to have a VPN on your phone if you want to be able to access social media. And also, if you're sending any data within Russia, it's all monitored. So make sure you have a VPN on your phone. All right, I'm going to move.
Notice he also too said money.
Yes, he did.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me move on.
So, okay, so now we're down to where is Nord heading? So I alluded to a location in the previous video, but I wanted to have at least two sources say the same place to me before I went ahead and said the name of it. Now I've had multiple sources tell me the same place. And in actual fact, interestingly, in the comment section, there were some people who actually called it out before I even posted it. So, we've got some amazing people watching these videos, nailed it straight away in the comments there. Well, I'm going to coin a name for this location. I'm going to call it the Russian Riviera. So the place Nord and possibly others, which I will put in a future video, are heading is a place called Vladivostok. And it's on the east coast of Russia, through the Sea of Japan. And
this is that space of land that I posted about on Facebook that China gave to Russia, and Russia has a military base there, and you have Russians who live there, and it's on the border of Japan and China. Wow. But it's a part of China. It is a part of China, but China gave it to Vladimir Putin.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I posted it on Facebook.
Wow, but you know what?
I posted the name of it. I posted the location of it right on my Facebook page.
But you remember, Shoni, you've been posting a lot of things that are
coming. Louder, Jada.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. I remember you have been posting things for the past few years that have coming to pass, like right now, like things that you were talking about, you posted on the page, and you were just like, look for this, family. This is what's going to be happening, and it's happening. And it's
y'all told me.
Yeah.
Y'all told me, and y'all told me to warn the family.
Yeah.
And look, it's rolling out now.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wow.
I think it's not the normal place you will find a super yacht. They can go down to North Korea for the weekend if they like. It's not. They're not going there to sample the food. They're going there because it just happens to be the home of the Pacific Fleet of the Russian Navy. All right, so in the previous video, I talked about Amore Vero being owned by Igor Sechin, and I said that Amadea was reportedly owned by Suleiman Kerimov, right? So I got an email from Imperial Yachts. I did ask them at the time for a statement, which they declined. Well, they didn't decline; they just didn't get back to me. And then I got this from them after the video went live, and this is from Imperial Yachts. This is, I can categorically confirm that Amore Vero is not owned by Igor Sechin, and Amadea is not owned by Suleiman Kerimov, either directly or indirectly.
Remember, family, this is the company that hides the wealth of the richest people in the world. So, of course, they're going to cover for him.
Then I asked, what do you think about the super yacht sailing around and switching off the AIS, which is a legal requirement for all vessels, all passenger vessels, regardless of size, which includes super yachts? Or Imperial Yachts' reply was, Imperial Yachts complies fully with all applicable relevant law and regulation in all jurisdictions in which the company operates. That's from Simon Clark imperial yachts. But I would argue that that's not the case, because those vessels are required by law, by international maritime law, to display AIS when they're at sea or at anchor. That's in maritime law, and they're not doing that. So there is one reason why you can turn off your AIS, and that's if you're in danger. If the captain of the vessel believes that the vessel is in danger by broadcasting AIS, they can switch that off. A good example of that would be if you were sailing off the coast of Somalia, you could switch off your AIS legally. But what you have to do is you have to inform the authorities of the flag state that you are switching off your AIS, and you have to write it in the logbook, in the captain's logbook or the bridge logbook. In this particular situation, they are not in danger, right? They are avoiding the authorities of countries that have sanctioned the people who own those vessels. So that is not a reason to switch off your AIS. It is literally because you don't want to be tracked by whoever is watching, right? And that's not a legal reason, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, there you go. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here because I feel like this has gone on a long time. Let me know what you think in the comments.
So, Jada, what do you think about that, Jada?
Wow. It just goes to show you that when you look at the news, you really have to dig, because they're lying to the people.
Exactly.
Right in
Exactly.
right in the face.
Mm-hmm. And it goes to show also, too, that them Russians is a lot smarter and that they playing checkers. And Joe Biden and his ally countries, they playing chess.
Exactly.
Okay, family, let me bring up the next video for you. Okay. So let's see exactly where they at. One of the countries that they're at. Jada, shall I play this video?
Please.
Okay. Here we go. Let's get it started. I might have to mute the music on this, family. I'm going to have to mute the music. People are so unprofessional, man. Everybody want to call you when you live. I'm going to have to mute the music on this because I don't know if I have a license on it, family. But you can still tell what's being said. I'll bring the volume back up when they start talking. But as the music is playing, I'm not going to bring the volume up. Okay, family. So here we go. Make sure you read. Wait a minute. I just want to say this. Doesn't this look like the king of the UAE? And he's standing there with Vladimir Putin. Family. This is the same king that Joe Biden is trying to get in contact with, that will not answer his telephone call along with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. But Vladimir Putin standing there shaking hands with him. And remember, family, I posted this on Facebook and I told you that the king of the UAE and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, they have an agreement with one another. They have an agreement, a covenant with one another. That's the reason. That's one of the reasons why they're not answering Joe Biden phone calls. When Joe Biden did the State of the Union address, and Joe Biden said that he's releasing oil reserves so that the prices wouldn't fluctuate and all that, so that was a bold-faced lie. Because right after that, Joe Biden started making phone calls to this king that you see this on the screen, and he started calling the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia told him he don't care. He don't want to talk to Joe Biden. He don't want to talk to nobody from America. After Joe Biden called him a slur, yeah, that white supremacy came out in Joe Biden, called him a slur, and also too, Joe Biden released those FBI files. And I'm gonna show you a video. I'm gonna show you some videos about that too, but not right now. So let's go on. Let's finish. Once again, remember it has no sound because they have music in the background. So make sure that you guys are reading the captions.
names to the list, including one of Russia's wealthiest billionaires, and I'm banning travel to America by more than 50 Russian oligarchs, their families, and their close associates.
Now, family, I paused it right there for a reason, because that yacht looks very similar to the yacht that we saw that a Russian oligarch really owns. And they put this picture up on social media in America, and they said that they seized a Russian oligarch's yacht, and they flashed this picture on the news media in America. And I want you to see, family, I told you, pay attention to those flags, because we saw the Russian oligarch that we saw his yacht. We saw a Russian flag on that yacht. They flashed this on the news media in America, saying that they had seized a Russian oligarch's boat. But that's a British flag up there, family.
Mm-hmm.
That is a British flag up there. So this yacht does not belong to any Russian oligarch.
No.
They lied, family. So let's continue on letting it play. I cannot play the music.
Position of any oligarchs who have close links to President Putin is going to be, I think, impossible for the future in view of the public reaction to what President Putin is doing.
I just showed you, family, that's not true. That is not true. I just showed you with the other man's video that is not true. Those same oligarchs, their boats, we seen them. Once again, family, I apologize that I can't play the video. I mean, I'm playing the video, but I can't play the music that's in the video. Once again, family, I want to point it out to you. They flashed this picture on the screen in the news media in America, and they said that this was a Russian oligarch's boat that America had seized. You cannot seize any Russian oligarch's boat in Dubai or in the UAE. Once again, I want to point out to you, pay attention to the flags. That is a British flag right there. It is not a Russian flag. That's the flag of Britain.
Right.
So this yacht that they claim they seized, it doesn't belong to any Russian oligarch. But see, this is what they flashed in the news media in America. Let's continue. Jenny, what do you think about that?
I think it's crazy. And then they think Americans, well, are stupid because they flash that boat. If you don't pay attention to the flag, you're going to really believe the hype.
Exactly. You will really believe the hype if you're not paying attention. I'm going to drop the links for all of the videos that I'm playing, family, in the description box. Once again, I apologize. I cannot play the music. Now, Jada, you spoke on this part right here. Remember? Once again, family, I apologize. I cannot play the sound to this video because it has music on it, but you can read the captions and you can tell what's going on. Once again, I'm going to say, remember, this is the king of the UAE that Joe Biden has been trying to get in contact with, along with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. Now, I want to point something out to you, family, because remember, I told you that the UAE, they have an agreement, they have a covenant with Russia, right? But now, look, China's coming into the picture now. This is the king of the UAE. This is the president of China right here. This is the king of the UAE son. And this is the Chinese representative to China. And look at them, they forming relations with one another. I told you, family, to watch out. I told you. I posted all of them posters on Facebook, letting you guys know about what was really going on and the countries that were on Russia's side. We all know who he is. He's the second in command under Vladimir Putin.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking to the second in command of the UAE.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Is that a Negro I see painted on that wall back there?
Looks like a Negro to be.
Now, here goes Dubai's response. They have good ties with Moscow. You see that, family?
Mm.
So we see that Joe Biden lied. I'm gonna stop this video because I want to show you another. I want to show you another short video, family, and then we're gonna exit because we really don't want to be long on the feed. But when we come back on this evening, I'm gonna show you that a neo-Nazi children's camp in the Ukraine. Okay, so let me stop this video right here. Let me bring up the last video because we really don't want to be on too long. I want to show you this right here because this man, he did some digging. The video I'm getting ready to present to you, he did some digging. And when the research that he did, he found Russian oligarchs transferring money into Dubai. So let's get it started and let's show him, Jada.
Yeah.
You're a wealthy Russian oligarch. Where are you hiding your money? Dubai. They must love the Russians. I mean, they did raise oil prices.
That's just a little short video, family. But we want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you for your patience. We want to thank you. Oh, wow. Wasn't expecting that to pop up there. I will post all of the links in the description box below, family. I see you, Sister Patricia. Shalom to you. And once again, I see you, Brother Moore. Shalom to you as well. And for the rest of you guys who are watching, but you're just not saying anything, shalom, Sister Elena. Oh, let me rephrase that. Shalom, Queen Elena.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm. Shalom to you, family. I love you guys so much, and I just want you guys to stay informed about what's going on, family. And we're going to blow up Joe Biden lies. Yeah. And as you can see from the video, we don't blow up his lie, family.
Yes.
Because America and her allies claims that they seized these Russian yachts. And we just showed you the Russian yachts by satellite and on the open sea going to a destination. So with that being said, we're going to say shalom, family. See you this afternoon or this evening. Right, Jada?
Yeah. Shalom, family. Thanks, Sister Shawnee. All right, shalom.